B102.9 KBLX. Good morning, family. Welcome to Saturday. Nikki Thomas here. And as usual, we've got an exciting guest and some exciting information for you today about an exciting event that's right around the corner. With us today, she is the artistic director of the Grown Women Dance Collective. I love this. Her name is Tonya Amos. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm really great. Thank you, Nikki.
Okay. Anybody that has anything to do with a grown women's anything, where we get to go somewhere and just be grown women and call it that.
We are grown. We are grown. You can't tell us nothing. We
are
grown.
Well, the thing is, this is what makes it really exciting, that that we're hot and still grown. You know what I mean? It's like we're grown, we claim that, but we're still hot and still doing it.
Yes, we are.
So anything having to do with all of the above, I'm sure the KBLX family wants to know all about it. So tell us what this is.
Excellent.
Okay.
We're really excited to present our 5th annual Fallen Heroes, Rising Stars, a Juneteenth celebration through dance. And we honor about 35 African-American musical artists who've died since the year 2000, but will impact us for many generations to come.
Wow.
We're talking Luther Vandross, James Brown, Ray Charles, Nina Simone, Whitney Houston, Lena Horne. The list goes on and on and on. And we're a group of retired ex-dancers. Most of us are ex-Alvin Ailey or ex-Dance of Harlem trained dancers. We're all in our 40s and 50s.
Wow.
Our drummer is 86-year-old Elaine Muscle Jones.
Come on now.
She was the first African-American and first woman to play for the Metropolitan Opera in New York City.
Wow.
She was also the first African-American to play for the San Francisco Symphony, and it was her lawsuit that made it so when you audition for major symphonies around the world, you now have to do so behind a screen so you can be heard and not seen. This is Elaine Jones, and she played in our concert.
That's awesome.
We're really excited about this. So most of the dancers are flown in from New York City. One is coming from Mexico City. And it's a really fun, inspiring, uplifting celebration of dance, American culture.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's amazing.
So awesome. And, let me just jump right into what you said about honoring these artists that have died since the year 2000. That's something to pinpoint that particular year, but I guess that's kind of a good place to start.
Right.
Because it seems like we've lost so many that it's just mind-blowing.
It really is. It really is. About 6 or 7 years ago, a good friend of mine, Michelle Ned, and I were sitting around and talking about all of the people that are so transformative in our community and in world culture that we're passing.
Yeah.
And we realized these people really needed to be honored.
Yeah.
And we thought, wow, we can find a really nice way to do this and talk about history at the same time. So in order to not make the program 12 hours, we had to pinpoint a time.
Right.
And so unfortunately, people pass every year. And so what happens is those people are cut into the show. So every year the show slightly transforms based on who we're honoring and then what dancers we're bringing in from New York City. So for example, I'm very partial to my piece. I Dance with My Father by Luther. And I dance it with my 69-year-old ex-basketball playing dad.
Stop it.
Yes, I really do. We have a Run DMC point ballet piece done to Run DMC because we lost Jam Master Jay.
Right.
We've got a Nina Simone group piece. We've got a Michael Jackson solo.
Of
We've
course.
got all kinds of incredible things. And unfortunately, we just lost Dr. Angelou. So we now are going to cut her into the program because she was a huge advocate for women, for people of color, for the arts. And so she really needs to be honored in the concert. So we will be also honoring her.
Absolutely. I love the word transformative. These people, these artists, they changed us so much. They changed the country so much.
And you can be in a little tiny town anywhere in the world and hear this music. You can be in a little tiny town and you can hear a phrase that someone uses that came from these people's music.
Oh, absolutely.
And we have a whole multimedia thing where we're actually speaking of their struggles and their triumphs and how they actually changed the U.S. based on who they are, based on what they were doing to push us forward as a nation.
Yeah, it's amazing. Michael Jackson changed everything.
He really did.
If you really just want to, pick one person off the list that he just changed everything.
Yes.
He changed
really
everything. Did. And I mean, I would be nothing without Michael Jackson.
Right.
Because his presence was so magical.
Absolutely.
And I think the KBLX family already knows. It's like, don't get her talking about Michael Jackson because we have to lengthen the interview today.
Yeah. Well, we added a very special tribute for him.
Yeah.
All of the tributes are beautiful, but like you said, he had such a huge impact on the culture, on world culture, that we had to honor him in an extra special way. So this year we have Michael Metcalf, who's a professor in Alabama, coming out to dance Michael Jackson. He's doing Ben a cappella. So it's an a cappella version of just the purity of Michael's voice and his message with Michael Metcalf's dancing.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to tell you that this concert is really about history. So it's dance, it's music, it's history. And the opening of the concert speaks about Juneteenth and what Juneteenth means as far as us as African-American people being liberated from slavery. The end of the concert is an amazing montage of photos done to James Brown living in America, starting from slavery all the way through Barack Obama.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. And then we have a partial exhibit from Quest for Identity, which is a photographic exhibit now on display at the Atlanta airport. And it is photos of people that scrape together pennies post-slavery to take portraits in order to validate themselves, find their identity, show their pride in who they were. And that's going to also be on display at the concert.
That's amazing. So amazing. She is here talking to us about the 5th annual Fallen Heroes Rising Stars Juneteenth celebration through dance. She is the artistic director of the Grown Women Dance Collective, Tonya Amos. She's here, and we're all excited about this event because really we're coming to connect. We're coming to connect with the artists behind the soundtrack of our lives. I've been in radio for quite a while. Quite a while.
You grown?
Here.
Are you a grown woman?
Absolutely grown woman. I don't know if I want to give away all the details right
grown.
this second.
Can't
I'm
tell you
absolutely
nothing.
wink, wink, grown woman.
Okay.
So, you began to, you start out your journey in a certain place with a certain mindset. And it's amazing how much things will change and how much you get to see and do and experience. And, what's so amazing about, take for instance, Dr. Maya Angelou. How much she fit into one lifetime. How much,
because more than 20 of us put together will ever do.
Yes,
Absolutely.
It seems like she moved faster or something, because some
impacted more.
I know.
Right.
And she just did. She was just such a free spirit.
Absolutely.
But when you sit and talk to her, she gives it all to the ancestors.
Absolutely.
And it was so many people that they had to survive and exist for us to do the things that we do. So that was her motivation.
Absolutely.
So, we can say, hey, this is a great event. It's going to be the arts and music, but it's just like you said, it's history.
It really is. And it's a cross-cultural and cross-generational bridge builder like I've never seen in the performing arts. You have the children that come, they can't sit down, and that's okay. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to enjoy themselves. They're kids. And they stand in front of their seats, and they dance the entire concert. They don't ask to be taken out. They want to be there. They love it. And then Grandma's got her hand over her head like she's in church. The grown people are having lots of fun. They're saying things like, I got married to that song, or I named my baby to that song. And the teenagers stop texting.
Yeah. Oh, that's big. That's big, honey.
One teenager after the concert came up to me one time and said, that Ray Charles guy, he bit Kanye West.
No, honey.
And I was like, I'm so glad you're here, baby. I'm so glad, because it is really our responsibility to pass this history and this legacy down to our children. It's a concert that people can come together to celebrate. What's really neat is you'll see people in the audience that are from Alamo, and their furs. I'm exaggerating, but they're used to going to the theater. And then you have people sitting next to them that are from East Oakland that maybe have never gone to live theater.
Right.
And within 20 minutes, this music cuts across culture, cuts across age, cuts across socioeconomic barriers. And in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the entire audience is rocking. They're reaching across from seat to seat. They're touching each other. They're hugging each other. And they're interacting with each other. And I've had people walk out and say, I am so proud to be American right now.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
so proud to be American.
Absolutely. The other great part, we got to go back.